coast to coast, it's your hosts, the Lombardi Leap and Mersey FB. This is Beyond the Frozen Tundra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, the Lombardi Leap, here with Mersey FB. Let's talk Packers football. Going down to Dallas. What'd you say? Like the devil went down to, I know it's usually the devil went down to Georgia, but like the devil's going down to Dallas. I think that's considering how Jerry Jones probably views the Packers and
he lives there. The devil is in their front office.
Yeah, I bet Dallas fans believe that 100%.
No, yeah, probably. That's probably how he views of us. Which is, I'm surprised he traded Micah to us. So hey, he's going back there.
Yeah, we're already starting a Micah Parsons episode. Starting this off with a Micah Parsons episode. Which,
yeah.
I mean, this is probably going to be the biggest storyline.
Storyline of this week for sure. But it's a Sunday night game too, so it's all going to lead up to. You're going to get an hour of pregame coverage only talking about Micah Parsons coming back to Dallas from every possible perspective.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that Jerry Jones said he's not going to do an appreciation post, all that.
Yeah, like I get it. That I understand, kind of, right? Because this is Micah's second contract, pretty much, right? If he led, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. If he led Dallas to like deep playoff runs, I can see it, but he mostly got individual accolades. So I get Jerry's point about not doing like tribute. And if he was there for like one or two contracts.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'd be a different scenario if like Kenny Clark was coming back to Green Bay kind of a thing.
Oh, for sure.
So that is, yeah. And I think that whole scenario here with primetime Parsons in Dallas, Sunday Night Football, going back to Dallas Cowboys Stadium, I think it's kind of overshadowing two important things that's for this game. I mean, specifically, both teams are coming off of really embarrassing losses. Now, granted, they're just kind of different kinds. Like with Cleveland, like we collapsed. We had a fourth quarter collapse versus Cleveland, and we talked about this last episode that came out on Wednesday, and it really was just like the Packers imploding in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they're like a series of mistakes all game, which led up to that collapse. Like Dallas just got behind the eight ball from the start, and then couldn't really build it back up. Is a fair assessment of that game.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas got torched. I mean, they gave Caleb Williams 4 touchdown passes. The defense was just overwhelmed.
When I saw Caleb Williams ripping deep balls, just like throwing his whole body into it, I was like, oh yeah, this isn't gonna go well for Dallas.
And it really didn't. And I think that's kind of like the story that should be more of a focus here, because both these teams need to make some adjustments, and it is kind of a get right in prime time. And then I think specifically for the Packers as well, the storyline should be the O-line woes that took place in game 3 and how it's going to affect game 4. I mean, if this is a game where you want to make adjustments and hopefully build confidence, especially for a guy that Packers fans seem to want to crucify already again, Jordan Morgan. I mean, he didn't
keep him on the left side, man. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and
just have him stick to left guard or left tackle.
Absolutely. Like I've ranted about this. You've ranted about this. I'm not going to beat a dead horse any more than I have to.
Belton's been solid on the right side.
Yeah, and I don't think you necessarily need a swing tackle.
So
like right now, if that makes sense.
No.
Especially when you have Belton to anchor down the right.
Just signed Brant Banks to the active roster.
He was the highest graded O lineman in the preseason, actually. So he's a really good signing, and he also has. I'll have to post it on X, but his there's a picture of him, and he has the worst hammer. It's actually kind of
Oh,
funny. Yeah,
that's
it's actually a
awesome.
pretty cool picture. So I
Yeah.
like him. I think there's a lot of potential there, and I think that is going to be another one of Goody's UDFA diamonds in the rough that become sparkling gems again.
So he in my head, he's our new like Josh Nyman. What's the person who we put on IR for the year?
Travis Glover.
That like, yeah, he's the new like third swing tackle like
Yeah,
project, right?
I do think that's a
Yeah.
very appropriate. And
Okay.
I mean, he's probably. I think he's further along than what those guys were coming out of
Then
college.
either of
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
So I think there's less of a developmental curve for him, but there'll still be some
hmm
there. I'm really excited for him, and I'm happy that he got bumped up there.
And with Zach Tom out, there is a huge concern, but I'm not that afraid versus Dallas.
No, no, not at all.
I'm just looking at their edge depth again. Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Jadavian Clowney, Marshawn Nealand, Donovan Ezaraku, James Houston.
Yes. Okay. So I believe it was James Houston, Donovan Izariku, and Marshawn Nealand all had a 0% win rate versus the Bears.
Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not looking too good there for their pass rush. And I maybe expect a little bit more from Clowney as he gets ramped up here.
Yeah. But it's going to be the same thing with Micah. With Clowney, is going to just be the ramp up period for him. So, looking at their defense, the best player in their front seven is former Packer Kenny Clark.
And he left the Bears game injured. There's a lot of that going around the Dallas Cowboys specifically.
I'm going to list you some names that are already like on or out to start the year. DeMarvion Overshown, their best linebacker. Savon Ravel, rookie corner. Deron Bland was out for the starting couple weeks. So they're hurting on defense.
And I think Diggs is questionable now too with an injury.
Diggs is
And
questionable.
that's just their defense. That doesn't even look at their offense, which CD, high ankle sprain.
Yeah, he won't play this weekend. He said he's going to, but there's no way. He can't run routes on a high ankle sprain.
I mean, on top of CD most likely being out, we'll say like 95% sure. Cooper Bebe on IR, and Tyler Booker also had a high ankle sprain as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so
that's brutal.
Their offensive line is already hurting, and now I mean, was Tyler Booker their best lineman? Like, I want to say he was.
No,
second best.
No, I'd say second best. Their best lineman is Tyler Smith.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah, I mentally forgot about him there for a brief second.
On the line of Tyler's, I'd say he's probably third or second, depending on how you view Guyton.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I forgot about all those 3 Ds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Trayvon's questionable, and he started the year hurt as well, right? Like he was just ramping up. Deron Bland played the first game, got hurt, and now is trending to coming back. But I don't think this would be the week that you bring him back into action.
I mean, Sunday Night Football, and this is kind of more of a must-win game for Dallas as well.
Yeah, it's definitely one to say like, hey, we're still here. If they start at 1-3, people start to like count them out, and Jerry hates that.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they're 1-2 right now. They lost the Eagles, they lost to the Bears, and then
overtime thriller against the Giants.
That ended with like a 60-yard field goal to win it or to send it into overtime.
Yes,
and then they won the field goal. Yeah.
They won with a touchdown. How nice would it be to just hit 60-yard field goals?
Like, that dude he's good. He's so good. He's a former
Aubrey, big fan.
So an awesome story there. I can't hate on the kicker just because we've been cursed for so long. long.
Anyway, going back to the Cowboys versus Bears. Dak struggled with the Bears defense a little bit, getting him off rhythm, off platform.
which was surprising.
Yeah, he started hot, and then the Bears coordinator, I think it's Dennis Allen now,
Former
right?
Saints head coach.
Yeah, Dennis Allen adjusted, made some changes, and that kind of wobbled Dak a little bit.
And they were missing some pieces from their secondary, like Jalen Johnson as well.
Yeah,
That defensive line for the Bears isn't the greatest. It's okay. I mean, compared to ours.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
okay.
if we're
Yeah,
comparing the two.
like I'd say it's if you're comparing it to our amazing D line, then well, yeah, but it's a sneaky good D line. I think some of the players are riding off into the sunset, but are still playable. And then I like Montez Sweat.
True.
Like I think he's a good edge rusher.
Yeah, he's been pretty decent. I mean, you've seen a downward trend for them.
And who's the Gervon Dexter? Gervon Dexter? I'm a fan of him.
And then there's also Deo Odeyingbo.
Odeyingbo.
Yeah, he was a free agency signing out of from the Colts. I mean, it's an okay.
Remember when people wanted the Packers to sign
I was
him?
one of those people, just because I wanted something. But hey, guess what? Thank you, LVN, for proving everybody wrong. You've been playing amazing this year, like no lie. And then thank you, Brian Gutekunst, for getting us Micah Parsons, and Rashawn Gary.
Yeah,
I mean, oh my goodness. Honestly, gotta give props to DeMarcus Covington too, because I think that was a big issue as well. Was just not having a competent D line coach. But I mean, looking at these two teams, our defense is ranked 3rd overall. Our offense is ranked 11th, and this is really a stark contrast compared to the Cowboys. They're
bottom half, bottom 4th of the league.
Well, actually, their offense,
their
offense was actually pretty high, 6th,
pretty high
overall was the ranking. Their defense, 31st.
Oh yeah. See that's yeah, you can make the playoffs with a team like that. You cannot win the playoffs with a team like that.
And surprisingly, their special teams is actually worse than ours. I don't know how that's possible.
No way. Oh, right, yeah. I forget that special teams goes beyond just the kicker. Side note for special teams. I talked to you about this off the air. But you know how usually people field goal protect as a pass play, so they're kind of just not stopping the blockers from getting to the kicker? What if we started blocking it as a run play? Pushing the blockers back? What if we tried that?
I don't know. Is that even legal? I know there's weird rules for special teams. I feel like there is.
Yeah, you might get caught with a leverage penalty. But I feel like if it's legal, someone should try it at some point, right? Forgive me for not knowing every special teams rule.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you might be coming up with something innovative there. Maybe the Packers should hire you for their as their special teams coach.
Yeah.
Change the game.
Yeah. Imagine that. That would be something. I also feel like no one would be expecting it ever. So you could just really just push people off balance.
Yeah, I mean, especially because people are trying to jump and block the field goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it sounds illegal the more we talk about it.
It does sound a little illegal. You're going to have to look into anyone who watches the show or listens to the show. Let us know if this is illegal or a genius idea.
It sounds illegal, but hey, the tush push sounded illegal until it is. It actually is illegal.
It is never executed properly.
And it's going to be illegal next year. That we do know for sure.
Yeah, probably. After all of these false starts. Kind of circling back to earlier in the episode, talked a lot about Dallas being injured. We're a little injured going into this one too.
Yeah, I think Devontae Wyatt left with an ankle injury, and then
Javon Bullard concussion protocol.
Devontae Wyatt is day to day. sound of it, he's trending upward. He should be good to
Mhm.
go. Bullet.
Tom probably won't play. He shouldn't
I
play.
wouldn't,
I'd sit him for this one. And any update on Aaron Banks?
Oh. Like, I knew he left.
He left with a he left with a re-aggravation of his groin injury.
I think he stayed today as
Okay.
well. What I'm seeing, from what I read earlier. Yeah, so there's him.
Okay.
Which, again, it's going to be a matter of what are you going to do for the O line.
What would your starting 5 be from left to right?
From left to right, I wish Banks was healthy. Like, I really do. Am I going if Banks plays or if Banks doesn't play?
Your dealer's choice. Dealer's choice.
Okay. So if Banks plays, I'm going to do something bold here. Okay.
Ooh.
If Banks plays, I think it is time to start the guy who you drafted in the first round to play left tackle, to actually play him at left tackle, because the Packers don't like Rasheed Walker.
Yeah, if they haven't extended him by now, he's walking.
And the way they talk about him, the way Matt LaFleur has talked about him, like, the only reason Rasheed Walker is on this roster right now is because the Packers are a playoff team. And competent O linemen are hard to find. So if I'm starting 5, I'm going Jordan Morgan, Aaron Banks, Elton Jenkins, Sean Ryan, Darian Kennard.
This is why you listen to the show, folks. Bold take right there. It's not actually that bold. I agree with you every step of the way. But I would do
Walker
it a little differently. That's true. You should see the clip of him yelling "Jordan, run!"
Oh yeah, yeah.
Miles beats him on the cleanest inside step ever in half a millisecond, and then Rasheed Walker turns around, yells "Jordan, run!" as Miles is in his face. So good.
It's I shouldn't be laughing at this, but I am.
No, I really shouldn't be laughing at this, but it's horribly funny. My starting 5, I'm going to say that Banks probably won't play, in which case I would do Rasheed Walker at left tackle, Morgan at left guard, Elton at center, Sean Ryan at right guard, and then Anthony Belton at right tackle. And if Belton struggles, then you swap him with Kennard.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I do think I'm kind of putting myself in a box here because I think that Belton struggled with speed rushers in college. And Ezeraku will mostly rush off the right side, off of Jordan's right side. So having him go up against against Belton might be a little scary.
I mean, they pretty much only have speed rushers, right?
No. Depends on how you view Marshawn Nealand.
I always thought he was more of a speed rusher.
Oh, okay. I thought he was more of he's on the smaller side, so. Dante Fowler, mostly power at age. Sam Williams, power rusher. Jadeveon Clowney, power rusher. Marshawn Nealand, speed rusher. James Houston, a little bit of mix, more power. Donovan Ezeraku, speed rusher.
Okay, yeah, so it is kind of mixed.
Out of the 6 that they have rostered, they have 2 speed rushers.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely hear the argument starting
Kennard or Belton.
Belton.
Mm-hmm.
Belton at tackle. I mean, just to kind of get him some reps there on the right side. I'm okay with.
He has to learn eventually, but he has been fine so far. It's just the Cleveland game was a hell in a handbasket for everyone, so let's just throw that one out.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it was a rough game for everyone, the Cleveland game. But
Did he play against the Lions?
No, I think he played 3 snaps. He played 3 snaps against the Lions.
Yeah.
His numbers are kind of a bit inflated because it's the Washington game, and Washington has no defensive ends. But I'm more okay with Belton playing right tackle than I am with Jordan Morgan playing right tackle because
for sure.
Because I think Belton can move to right guard, and what a better way to get him acclimated sooner than as long as you're keeping him on the right side,
Yeah,
that will give him more of an opportunity. And by the way, Jordan Morgan is actually younger
Then
than
Belton
Anthony
by
Belton.
like a
Yeah,
year.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 months or 6 to 8 months. Just crazy to think about.
hmm
Absolutely wild. So that's what. Yeah, I definitely think about that. I don't think you touch Zach Tom. You don't play Zach Tom at all whatsoever. You give him till after the bye week. Heal from that oblique injury. From my understanding of it too, it's they specifically said it wasn't a relapse,
Right. Okay.
which is that's obviously huge news because after the bye week, you're going to be going to play some games.
Yeah.
There's some football games coming up.
hmm
Now, on top of the obviously the offensive line, another issue was the passing attack. And I mean, really, like the entire offense as a whole was kind of fumbling around a bit.
I do think that they got a little bit too scared of Miles Garrett, and then they just kind of boxed themselves into certain play calls and a game plan that wasn't really working, but they had no way of getting out of it. And then also, you can see in the all 22 that is out there that you see how much like the field has shrunk for them, how close Cleveland was playing everything to the line of scrimmage, and
Mhm.
that's just
Oh,
really
yeah,
where we
absolutely.
miss Watson.
Who's our X wide receiver right now?
You might not like my answer.
Who do you
I'm
think it is?
Wicks. That's who I would say.
So he's actually not the X wide receiver in lineup and personnel packages.
Dobbs.
Yeah, Dobbs is the X
Yeah,
wide receiver. Yeah,
yeah. That's like that. That's like I know who it is, but that's not who I'd want it to be. I would want it to be Wicks.
I don't know how I feel about that because like Wicks is playing really well out of the slot.
Mm. So then just keep him there then.
Yeah, I mean he's like I think he's playing really really well out of the slot.
But see, that's what I want Golden to do. I want Golden to be like the motion guy in the slot across the middle of the field.
I mean he can do that. I think you can
I know
alternate him.
it's not like his skill set. Ideally you want Golden to be the X, but right now
No,
I
I
want
don't
him
want
to be
Golden to
where
be the
he's like
X.
schemed up in the most. No,
No, no,
oh.
I don't think. I don't think that's where he. I don't think that's where he thrives. I think he thrives. Like I think he thrives where he is at the Z. Yeah, I think absolutely the
Yeah,
Z
sure.
is his. That's his bread and butter. But again, the issue is the person who's our X right now. And
hmm
I totally forgot to bring this up, but when I made fun of Keyshawn Nixon for crying, there was another person who I should have made fun of for crying, and that was Romeo Dobbs because he did cry last year as well.
Oh, yeah, no, I remember that.
So that's another
Didn't
point.
they suspend him for one game?
They did, yeah, because
No.
he wasn't showing up to
Yeah.
practice.
Right.
Like he was mad. And I was like,
Yeah.
so okay, so here's Dontavian Wicks. Okay, he has last game he has actually played in game 3. All right, so against Cleveland, he
Mhm.
played 34 slots in the slot. He played 22 in the game before.
Okay, so he's getting more attack or more reps in the slot. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought he's played pretty well. I mean, because he can utilize that his separation ability
hmm
to really get those quick passes there. And you can still utilize Golden in motion because he can go out wide because he still had week 1 and week 2 he had 14 snaps out wide and then he had 11 snaps out wide as well
Yeah.
against Cleveland.
I know he is really good in the slot, but I just like with that frame, I'd like to play him outside more.
Yeah, I mean because Romeo Dobbs isn't going to touch the slot.
No.
Like he's going to be out wide. And
hmm You think we see more of Heath?
it's a good question. I don't know. I mean, not probably not. I don't think so because he can. He pretty much he's pretty much going to line up either outside or he's going to line in line. He's going to be in line a little bit more.
Yeah. hmm
Those are going to be his two things. And like Romeo Dobbs can block. Like I know he can.
Right. Or you're going to see Savion Williams run some routes and hopefully catch.
Run Savion out of the slot.
Yeah. Now, speaking of, let's move into some key matchups here. Cowboys wide receiver depth without Lamb. What do you think of that against our secondary?
CB1, Keyshawn Nixon. I don't know.
I don't want to start laughing at that, but I really, really want to.
CB1, Keyshawn Nixon's gonna guard George Pickens all game. I actually would I would actually watch that. That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh my god. Remember when George Pickens threw a Georgia Tech defender into the wall?
Yeah.
College? Yeah, it's just gonna be like him to Keyshawn Nixon all game. Just throwing him around. So with Javon Bullard out in concussion protocol, like we mentioned earlier, it might not be likely that he plays this week. So I think what you're gonna get is they're gonna kick Hobbs inside on nickel downs, bring Carrington Valentine in. So he'll be the other perimeter corner. And then so I think in those cases I would put CV on George Pickens just because he has a bigger frame.
Yeah. I think Turpin's coming. Yeah, Turpin will go to the slot then for
100%.
For Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Turpin in the slot.
Or Tolbert. No, now that I'm thinking about it, he's the Z.
Yeah. He's definitely the Z. I mean, so maybe here and there kind of a thing. I mean, they're here's the thing though. Okay, like we're talking about our passing defense versus their passing attack. And I think it's important to note that with Dallas, when it comes to the split and how they pass, like they're very, very passing dominated. Like,
yeah.
I think it's like over 63%. So
okay.
I mean, they're like 2/3 of their snaps are passing, and only like a third is rushing.
Mm-hmm. Which surprised me with Schottenheimer as the head coach and play caller, by the way. I thought he would be more of a run-focused team.
Well, I mean, where's all your money?
That's true.
I mean, Pickens. I mean, not yet, but your capital's in Pickens. I mean, Jonathan Mingo is on IR, but they traded for him too as well. And you have obviously CD Lamb, and then your running backs are a bunch of like cast-offs. Like that's realistically what they were.
Another quick little aside because we mentioned Jonathan Mingo. There's a lot of like reclamation projects on Dallas, by the way, eh? You noticed? Jonathan Mingo, Kenneth Murray, Kaiir Elam, like high picks who have kind of flamed out at their original spot have come to Dallas. Even Malik Hooker, like when they signed him a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, so, I totally forgot about Malik Hooker as well. Jack Sanborn.
Anyway, he was a Bear.
I just know he played for Wisconsin. That's about it. I mean, so we know that they're definitely going to be pass happy, but it's going to be
100%.
interesting to see how that's going to shape up, just given the damage to their O-line, which I mean, this is kind of the second.
They might not have time to set up passes, or if they do, it'll be like short passes, check downs, or tight ends, or stuff to tight ends. Mm-hmm. And Shoemaker too. I wouldn't count him out of this game either.
Mm-hmm. Definitely need to see the line are like it's basically going to be our linebackers and maybe
Evan Williams if they bring him up,
who I hope has a better game than last game because he had a really bad game.
I didn't think it was too bad, but he had some rough moments. But he's only a sophomore player. He's like it's his second year in the league, so
definitely. I mean, it was just last game too, but again, the entire team had rough moments to say the least, and you still kept them to 13 points, which I can't complain about at all whatsoever. So, with that being said, here, how do you like looking at our passing offense versus their secondary? What are you kind of thinking about that?
I really like our pass. I really like the passing attack versus this game. I know we have a pretty balanced offense, but I don't think there's anyone in the secondary who can run with Matthew Golden and or is like a technical corner enough to keep up with or to stay with Wicks. And if Bland doesn't play, Dobbs will have his opportunities too. Dobbs always shows out against the Cowboys as well, eh? Like that's like the one team that he goes off for.
Well, I think in the playoffs, Bo Melton had a 100-yard game.
Oh yeah.
100 yards and a touchdown. And then, the Packers as a whole tend to show up at Dallas, especially.
Yeah.
Actually have more playoff wins at Dallas than Dallas does in their own stadium.
Ooh.
Fun fact, yeah. But it's been rough for Jerry's world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Matthew Golden. Yeah, I do like our wide receiver room. How do you feel about our run game?
Not concerned. Maybe a little concerned about Kenny. Like he's the one like issue. So I would just say run away from Kenny, and then everything. But I wouldn't like play as afraid of Kenny to where I like ruin the entire game plan.
So maybe it's kind of a bummer Josh Jacobs lost his streak, but maybe he starts a new one this week.
Oh, I hope so. I think maybe they'll get Tucker involved again or Luke.
Yeah, because they're linebackers.
Kenneth Murray's kind of like woefully awful in coverage.
Yeah.
Damone Clark is like 220, so he's really light. Oh, he's 240, never mind. Who's a really light one then? DeMarvion Overshown for sure. Yeah, DeMarvion Overshown's super light. But yeah.
Jack Sanborn's 234.
But
Murray's 241. Yeah, Clark is 240.
Murray's just woefully awful in coverage.
Yeah, Kenneth Murray's just bad. If you look at he's
good enough to play in the NFL, but he is not a great linebacker.
So I know you said he's bad in coverage, but he is actually the worst graded run defense linebacker in the NFL.
Oh wow, what's his coverage grade? Also like 5th from the bottom.
He is 45th out of 65 qualifying linebackers.
Okay, so that's not bad, but
his run defense grade is 75th out of
75. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. He could have been a Packer 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. Joe Barry would have loved that guy.
I know.
So run at Kenneth Murray.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning here.
I just think that he gets caught in zones sometimes, like his eyes. Like, you can really deceive him, and he'll just get caught looking at the quarterback and trying to stop his feet. So, that's what I think he could be better, but speaking of linebackers, I was going to say, I think Edgerrin Cooper has a big game. He's like, kind of forgot. I guess people forgot who I was, and then you remind them.
I want to get into that. We'll get into our predictions here. I want to address before we do get into that,
Sorry,
if you're going to the game,
my bad.
Yeah, getting a leaguer. Especially coming off of a loss. I get it.
I need dopamine in my life. I need it.
Exactly. So if you're the Packers, what's going to be your strategy here? What are you kind of looking to do against the Dallas Cowboys defense?
I would send a message to the Cowboys early, being like, "You're not going to be able to hang in this one with us." Because I'd start out couple runs to Jacobs, deep pass, just immediately tell them, be like, "Hey, we're just going to be bringing it to you all game." Yeah. Be like, "Hey, Jordan, remember that feeling after the Cleveland game and people were counting you out? Go tell them why they're wrong."
Yeah, I definitely think that'd be a good way to start out. Run it a couple times, then just boom, take a shot. Take a shot.
Or maybe get some play action from under center. Get some under center play action would be nice too. Motion concepts. Get their defense confused early, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. I think that'd be a good thing. And then for the defense, what do you think are kind of like like what should they focus on realistically to kind of neutralize this Cowboys defense or the Cowboys offense?
I'm gonna say you're gonna have to be very aware of routes like slant routes and anything in the flats. That's my. I know it's like kind of a niche point, but I think that's where you're gonna see a lot of like check-ins with running backs, quick wide receiver routes, anything from tight ends, like just to get the ball out quickly. Because I don't think Dak's gonna have a lot of time to stand in that pocket.
Yeah, I don't. I definitely don't think so either. I think that I think he's a bit better, better of a thrower when throwing outside of the pocket than like Jared
Mhm.
Goff. Like Jared
Yeah.
Goff's horrible. Jared Goff has to throw in the pocket.
I also don't think they're gonna have to spy him as much, like as you saw in the Washington game. So I maybe see like you'll see Edgerrin and Quay get involved in the blitz.
Yeah, yeah, you can definitely
So
blitz that weakened O line, especially with like an additional linebacker, just
mhm.
to just to cause pressure. I mean, he had 3 turnovers last week, I think it was, or 2. Like I know Joe Milton had 1, and then I know Dak had 2 yeah, so
They
Jack had
played
2
Joe Milton.
interceptions. Yeah, it was that bad.
Oh
And he
god.
had an interception too. So they had 4 turnovers, 1 was Joe Milton, 2 interceptions by Dak, and then, there was they lost a fumble.
That fumble was crazy, by the way.
That was a yeah. I didn't like that game, but, I mean, it was 2 teams I hate playing each other, so I just wish the Bears would've lost.
I wish it would have ended up in a tie.
Tie, yeah, exactly. A tie. I mean, like, with the amount of turnovers, like, the Bears defense got last week, I
We
think
should
this
get
is
like
a
5
yeah,
or
no kid
4.
yeah, exactly. I do think that the Packers have an opportunity here to kind of get a feel for the turnovers more, better than just that, like, gift of an interception to Xavier McKinney last game.
Yeah. Especially too, we have this sack leader lives in Green Bay or plays in Green Bay.
Sean Gary,
Sean Gary, 4.5 sacks.
dude's, uh dude's going off this year, which is awesome. I'm so happy
Yeah.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, definitely the Dallas is gonna have to figure out how to neutralize our defensive line, and I don't think they're going to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
I I haven't seen anybody do it yet, and
No.
we've played better offensive lines than Dallas, especially given how weakened their O line is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that Green Bay, like you said, like watch the flats and stuff, but keep Dak from extending plays, you know, so that way he can't heave it downfield to George Pickens and make a highlight reel of a catch. I don't really want to see that.
Yeah, no.
Now, who are you thinking here? I know you
Oh,
kind
we're
of
gonna
talked
on to
about it earlier.
predictions now. Okay.
On to
Um,
predictions, yeah.
you want to start with score? I'll let you go
Yeah,
first for
what's
score,
your
and then
so here's what I think. Okay. I do think that I do think Dallas is gonna score. Don't think it's gonna be enough.
I think they'll score
I'm
too, but it won't be a lot.
I think I wanna say like my gut's telling me they're gonna get 2 touchdowns and a field goal, but I'm going to change it. 'Cause I'm thinking about this now. I think they're gonna end up kicking it. I think they'll get 1 touchdown, and then I think he'll get 3 field goals. I think the kicker he's gonna nail some. So I'm gonna say it ends up being 30-16 Packers.
I'm gonna say similar to that. As I think we're gonna score a lot, and then they will also score a ton too. But I think they hit 21 on us, but I think we're gonna get to 34. So it'll be 34.
34-21. I mean, I'd be really disappointed if they hung 21 on us. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like some of it would be. I think it's gonna be like heading into the fourth quarter. It'll be like 34-14, and then they'll get a garbage time touchdown with George Pickens.
Okay. I'd be more comfortable with that. What's your bold call?
Bold call. Love throws for 350 plus in a get back game.
I like it.
Mm.
That would be, I mean, 350. That would definitely be a get back game. That'd be a get back game and a half.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Maybe I feel like he could be approaching 400.
That'd be pretty sick.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're approaching 400 yards,
and winning the whole game, that's
34. I think that's definitely. I get where you got that 34 number
Mhm.
from then.
Do you know we're the only team to not trail for a second across these 3 games and be 2-1?
That is nuts. Props to the defense. Speaking of defense, my bold call, Micah Parsons. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm going now. Since you're going for 350, 2 sacks. I'm gonna say Micah Parsons has 3 sacks and a forced fumble. That's my
Up in
bold.
yours as well. Nice.
I'm upping it. Yeah, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble in his revenge game. I think they're gonna try and stop him, but this is gonna be Micah Parsons in prime time, and then I get to hear Skip Bayless cry the next day.
Oh, yeah. Who's your player to watch?
All right, so third time's the charm, or in this case, game 4.
Yeah, it's got to be 4th time, right? By week 18, you'll be like, this is the week.
This is
The week Matthew Golden finally does well.
I didn't pick him last week, so thankfully I didn't pick him
Mhm.
last week. Although he was our leading wide receiver.
He was the best player last week.
He was. Maybe I shouldn't pick him, but
I'm on a good I've got a good track record of players that I pick who end up doing well.
yes, you do. I'm going to say Matthew Golden is going to be the player to watch. I think that they are going to try and stop Love's comfort blanket in Romeo Dobbs. I think that the Packers are going to look at what happened at Cleveland, and they're going to say, hey, we need to get this kid the ball more because he is open. So let's get this kid the ball more. And I think that Matthew Golden is going to be a player to watch. And he's going to take advantage of that depleted secondary because, like you said earlier, there's nobody in that secondary that can cover that speed that he has and realistically that route running ability. I don't think that there isn't anybody who can cover that. So Matthew Golden, I think that is my player to watch. Who I think is going to be the Matthew Green and Golden show.
Yeah, but then you also have to think: does Adam Stenavich have like self-reflecting qualities to improve game plans like that?
I'm saying Brian Gutekunst called him up and said, "Trade for Micah Parsons. If I can trade for Micah Parsons, you can feature a wide receiver for once."
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And my player to watch, Edgerrin Cooper. I think that a lot of the short, like quick game with the tight ends and wide receivers and in the running game, he'll have a great time shutting down, and he'll even get involved in the blitz. So maybe he'll have like a sack, a couple tackles for loss this game.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. But
what
okay,
what are our themes? Finish strong after the last week's collapse.
Yeah, definitely finish strong. I would say Micah Parsons go off, terrorize. That's my theme, and make Jerry regret his life choices. And
see if the Cowboys can survive the game without Lamb and like the OL that's just patched up.
Yeah, their patchwork offensive line. Yeah, I think the Packers need to go in this one and make another statement. You made a statement against, I think if they can approach this mentality of every week, we need to make a statement and tell people we're the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, this is another one of those games. It's an NFC team. It's prime time. It's at Dallas. It's a revenge game for Micah Parsons. It's a revenge game for the Packers O-line. Or it's a not a revenge game, but a comeback game for the Packers O-line. That is what we need to do.
That's pretty solid. And then after this game, after the Cowboys game, we'll have our post-game show, like reactions and then takeaways.
And then for the bye week, we'll have a couple episodes, a couple special episodes coming up.
Excited for this content. Excited to make this content.
Fill a need kind of an episodes where we'll take a look at and see what's available and see how we can't make this Packers team better. But that is all, folks. Thanks for joining, and until next time.
To Packers fans coast to coast, thanks for going beyond the frozen tundra. We appreciate you tuning in, and as always, go Pack Go!